Turn that down a little bit, it's a little loud. What's going on, Street? How's it going, my man? Sorry about the missed morning stream today, guys. Very, very hectic. Yesterday, we launched the site, but there was a lot of issues with our login system, so I had to stay up pretty late fixing all the problems. Completely slept through my alarm this morning. Didn't even look at the US Open. Thankfully, I'm only in like one position right now, so it's profitable as well. So I didn't really need to wake up in the morning to trade it. As you can see, we finally got the Momo situated so we can use it on the chart with the Oasis Trading Suite. Let me turn the music down a little bit. I'm currently using the Momo Oasis Trading Suite. The shading is from the Momo. I don't know how I feel about the shading just yet. I kind of like it, I kind of don't like it. A little distracting. We're currently resting on a 4-hour pivot here. The Momo's also giving a buy warning. A bullish pullback warning, if you will. I missed the Momo. Hey man, I do apologize about that, but we had a trial for a long, long time. That was the longest trial I've ever done. I received some great feedback from you guys. I made some changes. But we finally did launch. I already have some things in mind for like the next few versions of the Momo. But I'm not going to be working on indicators anytime soon. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. But we will continue to build the Momo, continue to build our other indicators as well. Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you testing it out. We had a lot of interest, a lot of users. We almost hit 100 users on the Momo, so it was pretty good. Forgot to switch my section here. I wanted to go to the crypto section. There we go. Very useful. Yeah, it's definitely it's basically an all-in-one oscillator. It does everything you want an oscillator to do. Gives you trends, gives you reversals, gives you divergence. It gives you everything. There's really no reason to use another oscillator. Yeah, I understand that, Street. I understand that. I feel like the pricing is fair for what it does. I've had numerous people message me and tell me how much money they've made using it, so it's really hard for me to charge like a very small amount when people are using it to make a lot of money. I feel like the work that we put into it and how powerful it is, it's worth that price tag. But I do understand people with like smaller accounts. It's just not worth it to buy with a very small account. I look at it as a percentage thing. So if you're trading like a $3,000 account, $5,000 account, $10,000 account, you got to look at how much it's going to cost you per month and how much it's going to make you per month, obviously. If it improves your trading, if it makes you money, basically at the end of the day, if it makes you more money than it's costing you, then it's worth it. That's how you should look at everything in trading. If you pay for any tools, you pay for any scanners, anything like that, as long as it's making you more money than it's costing you, then at the end of the day, it's worth it. If it's not making you more money than it's costing you, then cut it. The daily is actually triggering a buy warning for the first time since way back at the bottom. You see we triggered one, it became a bull div. You can see a massive bull div here on the Momo. So you triggered one, it became a trap and then a bull div. And we have not triggered one until now. So how many days is that? 215 days it went without triggering a buy warning. Or a bottom warning, if you will. So basically this entire way was a very strong uptrend. And then now we're pulling back into that bottom formation. You're also right on that daily pivot and that 72 moving average. You see the 12-hour here signaled the buy right there at the bottom. Very nice. Gave you about an 18% bottom there. That also has not triggered since January. That was about 167 days. Can you guys see the yellow, or is the yellow too too light? No, I'm currently flat on my main account. I'm still doing some testing on my smaller account. But no, my main account's flat, and I'm looking to either short. I'm looking to short a pullback. Like if we pull back up, I'll probably look to short, depending on how it reacts. Maybe short a break. But I am looking for longs towards this lower range, or around 88. But I just haven't decided yet. I'll post my trades in Discord once I finally decide what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm answering a lot of questions in Discord. You see yellow? Oh, awesome, okay. Yeah, it's a little light, so I wanted to make sure you guys could see it. Crypto Fortunate, are you in here? Not sure if you're in the Twitch chat or not. Let me know if you are. If you guys want to read about the indicators, if you guys are new here, you don't know what we're talking about. If you go to Oasis Trading on TradingView, you can read about all my indicators, or all of our indicators that we posted. So right now we only have the Oasis Trading Suite and the Momo posted. I will soon have the Auto SR posted as well. If you guys want to look at my trading course, it's completely free. If you go to oasistrading.io, go to trading course. There's about a 200 slide trading course there. I took out the videos because they're a little outdated now, but all the written information is still there. And it's completely free, like I said. So if you guys want to learn, feel free to look through that course. It goes from like trend patterns, technical analysis, volume profile, price levels, fractals, indicators, all kinds of stuff. So not all my stuff is paid. I like giving you guys some free content as well. We will be releasing some more free content in the future as well. Very beautiful tops here on the 1 hour Momo. Called a lot of these bottoms as well. They became bull divs for the most part. You can see our trend has basically been bearish since here. Once it turned from white to black, and then the trail flipped to red, you're pretty much bearish. We'll just sell the rally, sell the rally. You could have added onto your shorts here. And we still have not turned green. We formed a pivot here. It did not last and it broke. Retested there on that wick. So it's actually very bearish. I'm going to turn the shading off for now. It's actually turning buy warning right here. Very extended. Yeah, I appreciate that, Street. I made that course a while back. It had videos to go with everything, but I want to remake the videos, obviously, because they were a little outdated. I've changed my methods since then. They were made back in, like, June of last year. I also had a shittier mic back then, too, so it wasn't as clean. as it is now. Jesus, getting a ton of sell arrows all the way down. These 15-minute pivots were acting as beautiful supports. You had a support there, then it broke. You had a support here, had one deviation, and then he broke. Been telling you to sell the entire way, though. So I wouldn't be interested in looking for longs until the 72 moving average is broken on the shorter and the longer time frames. You can see we barely broke it here on the 4-hour. Or sorry, the 3-hour. But it was descending the entire way. So even when we broke it, it was still descending. You can see a perfect failure here on the 4-hour. This is why I use the 72. It's really clean. It's a very good judge of the overall trend. And basically when I'm looking for bottoms, I don't take a bottom trade until it's broken that 72. Unless I'm doing a certain reversal trading. Like if I'm pivot trading, then that's a different story. But if I'm trend trading, I don't take a bottom reversal until it breaks that. Yes, no, it's sorry, it's a moving average, not an EMA. Just a standard moving average. Now that the site is launched, we're finally going to get back into our trading challenge. That account I haven't really touched for a while now. We've done a few trades with it on our Discord, and they've been really good trades. But they were low leverage since I wasn't really paying attention to the market as much as I normally do. But now that we finally launched, we can focus more on our trading. And I'll be trading more on that comp account moving forward. This next trade that I take will be on the comp account. Looking for either a bounce to short, a break in trend, a continuation. I can't trade it here. This is kind of in the middle of nowhere. The proper trade was back here for a short, maybe even a failure of the 72. I would like to short a bounce or a continuation move. Are there any coins you guys are looking at? Anything you guys want me to take a look at? Just let me know. Of course, WBA is fully retraced. I let this go yesterday. GNW short still looking really good. Coming into the 72 moving average on the 3-hour. We'll see how it reacts. But this is kind of what I was talking about for trend trading. So you have a downtrend, right? And then you finally break that 72, and then you start to heavily uptrend. When you're finding bottoms and trends, you want to watch for strong momentum breaks of that 72. Basically, once you put in a higher low over the 72, your trend is getting stronger. To the upside, obviously. Microsoft still consolidating on that ascending triangle. Hey, what's going on, Wayne? It's been a while. Good to see you. AMAT is still climbing. No div either. Strong momentum. AES would be one to watch tomorrow. If it bounces off this trend here, this could be a really good trade. Definitely want to keep an eye on this tomorrow. Looks like all of the miners are falling. AMRN still failing downward. Very still one to watch. You're still above that trend. I lurk sometimes. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people lurk during their day jobs. Glue looks like it doesn't want to pop here. Looks like it's going to continue to the downside. Activision, my Iron Condor would have worked out. I didn't get filled though, sadly. Twitter still holding that level, but failing. Disney failing. Win looks like it's going for another move soon. Keep an eye on Win. Pepsi bouncing off the 72 perfectly. Look at that bounce. Perfect 72 moving average bounce there. Nothing else I'm really watching. CTL holding that level still, but you're below the 72. Let's go to some crypto here. I wouldn't really touch altcoins here because Bitcoin could make a big bounce here or fail down pretty heavily. So it's going to be a big move either to the upside or downside. Either way, altcoins are going to get wrecked. So be very careful. This was a beautiful trade here, but we sadly got stopped out. It stopped me out right before pumping. I had a very tight stop on that. Ethereum approaching a 2-hour pivot. Very nice pivot as well. 204. Could be a spot to watch for Ethereum. You're failing to get above this pivot, so you're very bearish on Ethereum until you get above that pivot. You also have a lot of resistance here. You have the trail, you have the pivot, and you have the 72. Ton of resistance here. XRP starting to curl. If you can break above this pivot, could be one to watch. Tron's getting destroyed on the Justin Sun news. ETH BTC is pretty bottomed here, but you still have a ton of resistance. Trail, pivot, 72. ADA, same thing, ton of resistance. Yeah, all these altcoins. Oh, EOS doesn't look too bad. EOS is above the trail, above the pivot, and above the 72. So far, EOS looks the best. This actually doesn't look too bad. You're making a new high as well. You have a higher low, and you're making a new high. Doesn't look too bad. What's the daily look like? Yeah, daily is also making a new high. Looks really good. The 8 hours holding that pivot. You're above the trail. Yeah, keep your eye on EOS. Watch for a pullback. The pivot and the trail. Litecoin's resting on that 72, but you do have a red trail. You are bearish here. Tron just absolutely got nuked. XRP above your 72, above your trail. Not looking too bad. If it turns white here, gains some momentum on the Momo, you could see a move up. BNB still trying to recover. Nice uptrend here. Not a bad uptrend. Very low momentum though. Very low momentum. You're not seeing a ton of buy pressure. Mana's resting above a pivot here, but still no momentum here. Not a lot of volume, still bearish. Basically all these coins are going to look the same. We can try to find some outliers. EOS looks really good. Even on Binance, you're above your 72 on the 4 hour, so you're starting to break this downtrend. You're also trailing upward. You're above your pivot. EOS really doesn't look too bad. You do have a bear div forming though, because you don't have a lot of momentum on this high. So I would look for a pullback to like this zone of support, and then if it holds that support, it could look really good. AGI was mooning. Look at that. AGI up 27%. 120%. What happened with AGI? What's the news with that? Sorry guys, if I stop talking for a little bit, it's probably because I'm updating Discord. Posting my thoughts on these coins. How many days ago was this breakout? This happened on the 19th to the 20th? Trying to see if the scanner caught it. But the scanner scans a lot of things. There are a ton of coins doing very well today. The scanner's going nuts. It called out the short on Bitcoin at 10,200. Pretty good. That was way up here. That actually gives me an idea for a new scanner. What's the command to scan? Let's see, scan BTC USDT. Oh, I need a time frame. Scan BTC USDT. Alright guys, I'm just using the scanner real quick. Like no volume on Bitcoin. Can I do that in analysis? Let me see. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Alright, let's take a look here. Well, on my little test account, I told you guys I was testing a strategy. Currently kicking ass. I'm up. Let's see. Why is it not loading? Thank you. We started the strategy on July 16th. What's that, a week? Yeah, literally a week. If I close my current positions, I will be up 50%. So not bad. It's a very high risk hedging strategy. But so far it's working out. The strategy is currently short from 10,500. No volume and Momo shows a potential bottom. Yeah, the 4-hour is flashing, but there's no momentum coming in. So it's giving you a warning, but there's no momentum. You would need the price to kind of give you a signal. The 50-minute has a ton of resistance too. You can see you just failed that pivot. You're failing the trail as well. Would you guys like it if I made the trail bigger? I feel like it's a little obnoxious if you make it really big. Does that look better or is that worse? I mean, you can actually see it now. It's a lot easier to see. I just realized I was looking at Ethereum, not Bitcoin. Oops. Good for your blind eyes. Yeah, it is kind of hard to see when it's smaller. My chart's starting to get a little messy. Everything has its purpose, though. You can see you keep trying to turn bullish. You see how it turns from black to neutral to white? It's trying to turn bullish, but it's below a pivot, and it's also below the trail. So the trail and the pivot are holding it down. It's also below the 72. So every time it tries to pop here, it's failing. I think if Bitcoin makes a new low here, I'm going to close my short on the little test account. Because the short is currently up about 20% of the account. But I have a hedge open, which is currently down about 10%. Do you guys prefer the white and black candles? Or do you like the green and red? I like them both. I think the green and red looks really good. Oh, I need to reset my alerts on my EGs. Here we go. I haven't had these running for a while. Looks like we will go down for new lows, maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. There's just no volume right now, so it's really hard to pick a side. You would need some volume to come in before you could really decide where it's going. Rinko's going downward here. You like the green-red? Yeah, the green-red does... I like the way the black makes the downtrend look. Like, it basically tells you, like, stay in that downtrend. Something that shows up well without changing the chart candle colors? What do you mean? If I made the candles red and green, it wouldn't match everything else on my chart. So the reset it to default. Then I can make the trail bigger. You guys like that more? It does look really nice when it matches the trail, matches the Momo, matches the volume. The trail's green and red. Yeah, the trail will blend in with the candles when I do it like this. I really want to see how it reacts to this trail on the hourly. You also have a pivot here and a doji level, so you have a lot of resistance. I'm waiting to see how it reacts for sure. What the hell do you use the dot for? Beautiful pivots here. Look at these pivots. Beautiful bounces off these 5-minute. Break. Bounce. Break. Bounce. Double bottom almost. Very good for scalping. You can see you could have sold the trail. Definitely a lot going on my chart now. Oh, let me close my indicators. There we go. This consolidation is not going to go on much longer because using the 72 as a kind of a like an hourglass, like how much longer is this consolidation going to go on, you know what I mean? Like if you use the 72, if this continues downward, you're not going to go on for much longer. Because typically when you break that 72 or fail it, it's going to cause a big move. I'm going to turn on strict mode so it gets rid of a lot of these. I actually like that better. The circles are better when they're bigger. I don't use the circles when they're smaller because they're really hard to see. I think that looks better. You can see these tweezers. When you have these tweezers on the trail, they're very good scalping opportunities. You see it a lot. See one here on the 4 hour. Gave you like a 40% move. Very good tweezers. Tweezers are when you have like wicks in the same zone. Kind of like here. It's basically my my pivot technique is trading tweezers. You're trying to turn bullish again. We'll see how it reacts. The past few times it tried to turn bullish, it died. you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to post them in chat. Sorry, I was responding to some stuff on Twitter. Very, very slow day. Not a lot of volume. You can see the daily, extremely low volume, 2 billion. Relative average is 4.5 billion, so that tells you how low it is. If you zoom out, you can see how little volume it's been getting. You've been decreasing in volume, basically the way up here, the distribution. This is interesting because you do have a hidden bullish divergence here. You see this hidden bullish divergence? Price is making a higher low. The Momo is making a lower low. It's hidden bullish divergence. It's not confirmed though because you don't have a green candle here. If you did have a green candle going up, this would confirm the divergence. As long as you make a peak here. Just got an alert saying TVIX hit a 52-week low. Good thing I got out of that. That was what I was using to hedge my Robinhood portfolio. I closed that about a week or two ago. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Crypto Fortunate, let me know if you're in here. Any trades you're taking? Right now, I'm not in a trade, but I am looking to enter either a short on a bounce, a short on the break, a long on the break of the downside. I haven't fully decided. I really have to see how it reacts. I just don't know yet. No, I can't hear you, Sticky. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Check out SPY, QQQ, and diamonds. They're all up.
Yeah, wow, market's doing really good. Hell is this? Get off my screen. Yeah, looks nice. I'm using that thing that I made on TradingView. Look at all three of them. Up 3 points.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, SPY's doing good, Q's doing good, Dow's doing good. It just bounced off the 72 and that trail. Looks good. Yeah, this would be a long signal too, because you have the pivot on the bottom, and then you just turn green. So you basically would have longed right on that candle there. You're above your pivot, you're above your trail. Very bullish. Looks like Bitcoin's starting to bounce as well. No long signal yet. You're still below the pivot. You're barely above the trail. You're below the 72. I wouldn't look to long this until you make like a higher low. Problem is Bitcoin isn't that clean. You'll see a massive move up to 10-2 without even thinking. What's going on? I don't even have my alerts open. Why is that so loud? Hey, Led, I appreciate that, man. Resub, tier 1, 11 months. What's going on, dude? Appreciate that resub. You're almost at a year, man. One more month. The momentum's climbing on Bitcoin here, but you're not seeing the follow through with price action. Very low volume as well. Your trend is turning neutral in the 30 minute, but you're below the pivot, below the trail. A lot of resistance. Same thing on the hourly. Momo's starting to climb here. Don't have a lot of volume though, not a lot of momentum on price action. Can you tell Bitcoin to do something? Yeah, really, man. This is boring as hell. Of course, today's the day where I'm going to do a long stream, too. I'm planning on staying here for an hour or two longer. But Bitcoin is literally doing nothing. And I'm not currently in any trades on the stock market, so can't really look at that. I was looking for your daily close yesterday. What do you mean? You mean my stream? No, I do morning streams on Monday and Tuesday, and then daily closes on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I actually missed the morning stream today because I had to fix a bunch of shit on the site. I slept in, staying up all night fixing the site. It was just a rough time yesterday. We launched the website, but our login system and membership system was just all jacked up. So we had a bunch of issues we had to fix. But yeah, so that actually reminds me, I need to update the schedule on... Here, I can do that right now. So Sundays, we're not streaming on weekends anymore, so no Sunday, Saturday. Monday morning stream, Tuesday morning stream, and then Wednesday is going to be the daily close. So that's going to be 19:30. Thursday, same thing. I feel like I haven't been providing enough crypto content for you guys lately, so we're going to be doing 3 crypto streams a week. It's going to be a little later in the day, though, so for the European guys, it's going to be a little late for you guys. We'll see how it goes, though. If it's too late, I'll push it a little earlier. But I don't want to stream for too long. I want to stream for like an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But I want to get the daily close in our stream. Would you guys prefer it at like 6? I know. I feel like 6:30 is like dinner time. It's gonna be weird. We'll try 7:30. We'll try 7:30. We'll see how it goes. If it's not good, we'll switch it. That should have updated. This thing has a major issue though. It doesn't like updating. Let's see if it did. Yeah, there we go. So 9:30, 9:30, and then 7:30 the rest of the week, and then no streams on the weekends. Somebody's whispering me. Let me take a look. Sticky, can you click on my name and tell me my hashtag? I'm in streamer mode. It's not going to show me. On Discord. Thank you. Fortunate messaged me. I'm just letting Fortunate know he needs to add me on Discord.
Optimizing the images, so it might
Gotcha.
look weird for a sec.
If you guys are Discord members, make sure to let me know what your TradingView username is. If you're in the Discord, so I can add you to the Oasis Trading Suite Lite version. Because you guys get that version for free as long as you're in the Discord. Just let me know. Send me a private message. Send me a whisper. Do whatever makes it easy for you. Okay, here we go. Here's the pop on the 15. You just tested the 72 perfectly. You missed it by 50 cents. Almost a perfect touch. We'll see what it does here. You have some decent buy volume coming in. Not a whole lot, though. The hourly trail is at 10,100. So we'll keep an eye on that. Momentum is basically choppy, not really any momentum to either side. 30 minutes getting ready to break this extension zone. If this breaks this extension zone, it will find a support here. So if you guys read my write-up on the Momo, a key thing to use the Momo for that people don't really use it for because they don't understand, but they should now that I've explained it, is when the Momo is finding bottoms or finding tops like this. So that's what the shading, that's what I call the shading. So if we're shading the bottom here, you're finding a bottom. If you're shading the top, you're finding a top. Once the shading has let go, it has found the bottom or it has found the top. So what you can do is you can grab like a support or grab a horizontal line, grab a ray, whatever you want to do. Find the lowest point during this bottom formation when it was finding a bottom, and that becomes a support. Same thing for the tops. So like once it finds a top here, you take the highest point during that finding a top and it becomes a resistance. So like when you're coming to test that high, if you don't break through that resistance, you're bearish. Or if you're coming to test that low, if you don't break through that low, you're bullish. Very simple. Like with Bitcoin here, you're finding a top, right? Once it lets go, it let go way down here. You can go back, find the highest point. You can take the wick or the body, and that becomes your resistance. Now, the later versions of the Momo will probably do this automatically, but for right now, you have to do it manually. There's a few other things on the write-up that people weren't really understanding, which I hope cleared it up now. If you guys were long-term testers of the Momo, if you would like to read the write-up, it is on the Oasis trading page. It's very, very long. It was about 9 pages. So you can check that out there. It was about 9 pages in Microsoft Word, so you got a lot of write-ups, or sorry, a lot of text and a lot of pictures as well. Did I just close that? I think I just closed it. Oops. Hey, business, what's going on, man? Good to see you. You registered your own company? Yeah, I've been registered for a while, man. Testing, testing. I think my stream just dropped. Should be back now. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me on stream? Testing. Says I'm live. You can hear me? Awesome. Sorry about that. My stream dropped. Oh, the 50-minute just spiked. There's that trail we were just talking about on the hourly. We're coming into the hourly trail here. You're breaking the 72 moving average. You had some nice volume on that candle. I'm gonna scan it real fast, see what it says. Very nice 5-minute here. This is exactly what I was talking about on the pivots earlier. So you have these pivots form. You're not able to break it. That is very bullish. Once you turn green after rejecting the pivot or bouncing off of it, it's very bullish. You can see the trend shift from the 72 moving average there. "30 minutes turning green." You can see that clean trend shift on the 1 minute as well. You have that pivot on the low, you turn green, you constantly are breaking these pivots on the highs. Basically, once you broke that pivot on the high there and the pivot here, you were very, very bullish. You had this little dip on the downtrend. You see your trail's red, but then your trail flips green. You're above the 72 again. Looking very good. We'll continue to watch this 1 minute here. We'll see how it reacts. So now you have a pivot here. If you can't break this pivot, that will become your high. You do have you still have a green trail. You are topping out on the Momo. You can see the Momo here. Momo gave you a bottom signal there. Now you're topping out here. So far, it's holding the trail. Three-minute has a very ugly doji. You got a long wick into a top doji. You see your momentum has been positive the entire way up. You had a bear trap here. This is a bear trap. I wrote about this on the write-up. You have a bear trap forming here. Not triggered yet, but it's still forming. Alright, now we're heading back into the pivot. Let's see how it reacts to the pivot. Currently failing it. Your bear trap is triggering. Five-minute also has a pivot. The 5-minute has a pivot and the 1-minute does. Same as the 3-minute. So they all have pivots right here on the same exact level. You don't see that very often. You're getting pinched between the pivot and the trail. Gonna make a decision pretty soon. Alright, time frame is still bearish. Still red, still below the trail. No volume coming in. Your momentum is climbing. You are actually above the zero line here on the momentum. Hard to see that, but if you zoom into it, you can see it. Still holding an uptrend. You're still green. You're still above the trail. Needs to gain some momentum, though. You have no momentum here. If I would have martingaled on my strategy account, I would have actually been break even here. I thought about martingaling this morning, but I didn't like this low. Where does that private page keep going? Disappearing? Okay, you broke that pivot there. Pretty bullish. This is basically what the indicator is going to do on a higher time frame. You see these pivots form, you're still breaking them, you're above your trail, you're green. It's basically keeping you in the trend. It's telling you not to trade against the bullish trend here. You're still gaining momentum. Now it's slightly forming a bear div. So if this high cannot continue with momentum, it's going to give you a bear div. I'll show you. I have it on the write up. So you have the bearish divergence here. when you have the higher high on the price action, but then you have the lower high on the Momo. That gives you a bear div. Same thing here. Peaks, peaks, peaks. When you have a higher high on the price, higher high on price, lower high on the Momo. That gives you the bear div. Nice trend break here. You have canceled your bear div. Alright guys, I'm doing a bunch of things at once here. Ethereum's doing a lot better now. Let's take a look. Yeah, Ethereum's doing really good here too. You saw that pivot form. You consolidated below the pivot, popped right through it. Very bullish. You've been green the entire way up. Nice strong trail. Looks good. Looks good. Oh wow, very nice candle on Ethereum, 3%. We'll see how it reacts to the 72 here. You're also approaching your trail in the 4 hour. You're hitting your trail in the 3 and the 2. 3 hour looks pretty clean here with resistance. We'll see how it reacts to the 3 hour. I wanted to open a long on Ethereum, but I went too greedy on my entry. Thought I would test 207. What did it get down to? Oh, you mean after the pullback? Yeah. Yeah, I went down to 20, about 209, 2086. You had a perfect pivot here that it bounced off of just barely. You actually missed it by a little bit, but it's close enough. As close as you're gonna get. How did EOS do? Well, EOS almost hit that level we were talking about right at the beginning of stream. It actually hit that pivot perfectly. There's that 1 hour pivot. Looks like the altcoins are popping as well. Ethereum did very well. Ethereum BTC, look at that. Very nice spike. Running into that pivot though. One minute's basically topped out on the momentum meter. You can see the Momo here is pretty much topped out. Five-minute is also topped out. You can see the shading here. You've got the bottoms, tops. Very nice bottoms. Here's another pivot. Let's see if it pushes through it. Remember, we're watching the 1 minute, so gonna be some choppy price action. Okay, you failed the pivot. Now we're going to go down to the trail or get consolidated in between it, like we did here. You want to watch that level. And you want to watch the trail. The 1 hour is giving you a sell signal here on the trail. I think it can go higher though, unless it's very bearish. If it's very bearish, it will retrace fully, but if this is a nice bounce here, you could definitely see like 10-4, 10-5 on the 4 hour. The daily's not convincing though. The daily looks like it wants to go down to 9-7. You haven't finished this swing yet. Your trail has flipped green on the the 15 minute. You are above the 72, so you are starting to form that bottom. You're breaking out of that bottom. Yeah, Tron got destroyed. There was some news on Justin's, or it's Justin's son, right? That's the Tron guy.
Yeah.
He, I don't think they canceled it. They like postponed his lunch with Warren Buffett. He's saying it's because of health issues. Crypto Twitter is saying it's because he's not allowed to leave China. So who knows what's true. Okay, you broke your trail. You're turning neutral for the first time on this 1 minute uptrend. You see how it stopped? It's not green anymore. This is turning neutral, which is shifting into a bearish trend. Your Momo is also failing downward here. If you can hold this pivot, this could become a bear trap. We'll see if it holds the pivot. How did someone get long licked here? They probably have no fucking idea what they're doing. .4% is enough for Arthur to lick you. Turning red, you popped back up and rejected the trail. You're getting ready to lose your high on the Momo. Needs to regain it right now if it wants to continue upward. 5 minutes still bullish. You're just pulling back. 50-minute massive gravestone. 30-minute gravestone. Hourly wicking the trail here. 2 hour failing a pivot. 4 hour is the reason I'm not really jumping in a short here, because you're bouncing off of a pivot and you are showing a bottom warning on the Momo. This could definitely be a continuation move down though, for sure. But I feel like we could get higher. Unless it's extremely bearish, it will fail here and make a new low. It's hard to say though when there's not a lot of volume. If there was more volume coming in here on this short, then you could jump in here, but there's not a lot. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Needed some sugar. Got a donut and some vitamin water. Vitamin water is the way of life, dude. How much coffee do you drink a day? You there, Sticky?
Yeah, I drink like probably close to. Well, I guess I measure it in espresso, so probably like 5 or 6 espresso.
Is that like is that an average or is like that's average for?
That's average.
Like, I mean, for you or like for normal people, or do you drink a lot?
For me, I probably drink a lot.
'Cause I've never really drank coffee, so I don't know like what a fucking serious amount of coffee is. I don't even know what coffee feels like, honestly. Does it feel like a Red Bull or something?
It's just good for you, good for your liver. It's way better than a Red Bull for sure. Red Bull lasts like 30 minutes for me.
Coffee's actually good for you, you said?
Yeah, it clears your digestion, cleans your liver.
It's bad for your teeth.
Pretty much, but
Yeah.
you can just brush, get whitening strips or whatever.
Isn't the amount of caffeine bad though?
It can be. I'm just used to it. Depends on your heart condition.
Probably better than sugar though.
Yeah, definitely better than sugar.
Nine minutes until this candle closes. It is going to close with a sell signal on the trail. 50 minutes pretty ugly too. 5 minutes still in a strong uptrend though. It's just a pullback. 1 minute's entering a downtrend. Market's fucking boring, man. About to go back to penny stocks. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Look at WBA. Fucking shook me out
Rip.
so hard. What an absolute joke.
I'm not gonna lie, my October wasn't looking the greatest.
Like you can't not sell this. Like it's a perfect shakeout. It was making new lows every fucking 10 minutes. New low, new low. Came in, new low again. I actually cut it here, so it could have been worse. I could have cut it at the bottom. But I actually cut it around that pivot. But yeah, that's fucking rough. Full retrace. Yep, that's rough. That's where that mindset of, oh, I got it till August 16th. That would have came in handy, but not a good mindset to have. Oh, I didn't realize GNW's popping up as well. I have a $4 put on GNW though, so still pretty healthy. That's a good candle though. Bounced off the trail on the daily. Did Snapchat announce their earnings yet? I'm guessing they didn't. Earnings are after the bell, so no, they didn't announce them yet. It says they've been upgraded though. That just means an analyst is giving them a buy rating. I didn't take this Iron Condor, so we'll see if it would have played out. AES looks pretty good. I could probably pick this up before the close, honestly. I really want to see how it opens tomorrow, though. You are bouncing off this channel perfectly. Man, if WBA rips tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed. Goes to like 56 or something. Be ridiculous.
20% off random news.
That was a hell of a shakeout. I could have got back in, but just not worth it. I'm still technically not in the money anyway. Has to be above 55, like 25 for me to be in the money. Bitcoin doing what Bitcoin does. Gravestones, dojis. Not picking a fucking side. Perfect bounce off that pivot. You can't even see the candle, it's so perfect.
Nvidia is just gonna keep going up. I shouldn't have sold my call.
Have you been looking at the fucking John McAfee or whatever, how do you say his name? Shit on Twitter.
No.
Dude, that guy is fucking batshit crazy. Somebody's on his Twitter saying that they think that him and his wife have been detained. I will be operating his account, providing updates.
Dude says
Yeah, that was his last tweet before he said this guy said he was detained. He said if John misses his next check-in, events will be set into motion that I cannot prevent once they have begun. John has secreted data with individuals across the world. I know neither their identities or locations. They will release their payloads if John goes missing. This guy's literally like trying to create his own fucking movie on Twitter. I'm up 400% ROE, man. Should I post my trade? Just the ROE. Yeah,
Just the
right.
ROE.
It's only 5 contracts, so. $386%, man. So easy. Then if I go to this bad boy, this is the hedge. This one's down 183. Perfect bounce on the pivot. Now you're heading higher. Nice volume coming in on the 1 minute.
Wow, my long fill missed by like $100 again.
Yeah, I haven't put out any big orders. I'm still waiting on a proper trend. I want to sell a bounce on a 4-hour or short the breakdown. I should have flipped, man. When I took profit, where you had your short idea on Discord, we both missed our I fucking missed mine by $15. Or hold on, what's the high? $18. I missed my fill. And then I took profit on the way down. I should have reversed. It was literally the top. So we both missed the top by like, what, $20?
Yeah, it was dumb. It's like the first time it doesn't scan
Exactly,
over the
yep.
baseline.
If I based it on this candle here instead of these, I would have hit it, but I fucking missed it. It was still a good profit. I think it was like 1.5% or something. Not bad. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up options on that. What was it? It was I think it was AES. Yep. Take a look. Oh yeah, this was the one that doesn't have a lot of options. That sucks. The $16 call is $1.05. That's actually not bad. Oh, the $17 calls are cheap. Only 45 cents. Might pick up a $17 call here, and then if it breaks the channel, just let go of it. Oh, it has no volume, no open interest. Actually, the August 16ths aren't bad. This might be a steal here. August 16th, $17 call. Look at that. Beautiful bullish channel, August 16th, $17 call. They're only 28 cents. You've got earnings coming up as well. If it has a pre bump off earnings, a clean play. The weekly's pretty ugly though. It probably will break this channel. Good risk to reward though. You could literally just take it, and then if it breaks the low here, just let it go. What does that give you? It gives you like a you could put like a 1% range on it. Yeah, massive bull dip here on the hourly. I think I'm taking this. Oh wow, it says AES options below $3 trade in 5-cent increments. So you can't put anything between 25 cents and 30 cents. I think 30 cents is still a pretty good deal. God damn. Excuse me. This is definitely a preemptive trade. I'm betting on the channel holding on the daily and not waiting for confirmation. But so far it looks like it's wicking it, so it looks like it's giving a slight bounce. I'm hoping the daily closes a little higher. And then I'll look for an open on tomorrow's candle. I knew this G and W position was going to be a bitch. I was well in profit, but I couldn't close it because there's just no volume. And now it's bouncing. I won't make that mistake again. These low volume fucking options are terrible. Putting in a top here, you got a lot of resistance on these candles. You can see these wicks getting very heavy. I think I'm gonna call the stream on that, guys. It's been about 2.5 hours. Getting a little slow. I will be streaming tomorrow. It's gonna be an afternoon stream around 7:30. I'm gonna be streaming the daily close on crypto. So if you guys want to come check that out, it's gonna be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Right now it's 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to correlate that to your time. It will be tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. It's going to be on crypto mainly. I'll do a little bit of stocks and stuff too, but mainly for the crypto viewers. But alright guys, appreciate you guys being here. Our website is live, oasistrading.io. There's a free trading course on there. We've got our Discord and all of our indicators. If you guys want to check any of that stuff out, take a look. The trading course has about 200 slides worth of information. Very helpful if you are a new trader. So go ahead and give that a look. But alright guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.